We keep on rolling. 3-0 for the Vikings. This team is unreal. Welcome back to Vikez Vibez, your place for Minnesota Vikings content. How's it going, Skull Nation? This team, man, I haven't seen one like it, to be totally honest. We just keep rolling, and we were out some guys for this game, and everyone keeps saying that we were going up against Super Bowl contender for this year as the Houston Texans, and we just made them look like the bottom feeders in that game of the league. Man, it's kind of got me speechless, to be totally honest. We're not used to this this kind of success and having this kind of a team. So I did a halftime show. It was like 9 minutes long. It was live. It was very short, kind of out of the blue, so no one really knew about it. Well, no one did know about it. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. So if you want, I talked about the first half in there. So, I'll talk about the rest of the game in this video here. So, halftime was 14-0 Minnesota. Then KOC with the trick play up his sleeve. I wish it would have worked, but we did get pass interference penalty out of it. So it was a trick play. It was Darnold to Jones, and then to Jefferson, and then back to Darnold, and Darnold threw a bomb, which I think it was intended for Josh Oliver, I believe. And then we got Petrie on a PI, and then we got the ball down at the 1 yard line, which a couple of plays later, touchdown pass to Jalen Naylor, which is Darnold's third touchdown pass of the day. So that puts us up 21-0. Grenard. I mean, what can I say about Grenard? Jonathan Grenard had a hell of a day against his former team. Man, it's his second sack of the game. And then after that, Houston would get their only points of the game, which was CJ Stroud to Cam Akers, the former Viking. So it makes it 21-7. And then we kind of got a little scared here. Sam Darnold gets hit low, like by the ankles, I believe, by Danielle Hunter out of all people. They do get a penalty for roughing the passer. He does come up limping. So Nick Mullins comes in, and I'm like, oh my God, Nick Mullins is going to lose this game for us right here. But thankfully, Sam Darnold was fine, and he came back in after one play of being out, which is the rules. So that we could breathe a little easier after that. That was, whew. I don't want to go the whole year with Nick Mullins, man. Oh my God, no. And then Brian O'Neill goes down. walks off under his own power, which is good. He did end up coming back into the game, so I'm not too worried about him, but I don't want to lose him again. He's, one of the best at his position in the whole league. So, um 4th and 1 for us, and we're going for it. I like this aggressive call. I like this aggressive, um, you know, mindset for KOC, and I believe it's a handoff, but I mean I think it was a jet sweep. That's what it was, to Jalen Naylor, and we got the first down. So I mean it's a little iffy, but I mean in the moment I was like, yeah, let's go for it. I even said it before I knew that we were going for it. I was like, dude, just KOC, just go for it, man. It's 1 yard. We didn't get it. Sure, we did. So at the end of the third quarter, it's 21-7. And then field goal on 4th and 3, by Ricard makes it 24-7. And then Cam Bynum. Cam Beasy. It's a movie. Comes up with an interception on CJ Stroud. They said it was like, I don't know how many games in a row that CJ Stroud went without an interception or something, and we had 2 in one game against him this week. I mean, take it for what it is, but that I think that's pretty good accomplishment right there for our defense alone. And then Darnold throws his 4th touchdown pass of the game, this time to tight end Johnny Munt, and makes the score 31-7. We're just knocking the doors off of the Texans. And then the former Texan Jonathan Bernard sacked CJ Stroud for a 3rd time in the game. Whew. And then 58-yard field goal by rookie Will Ricard. Good. 34-7. That's the final score. We blow the doors off of Houston. Going back to Ricard, I did hear that supposedly Will Ricard, the rookie kicker, he is not going to cut his hair until he misses a field goal. So we'll see how long his hair gets. Hopefully it's pretty long by the end of the season. So, just this game, I mean, going into it, I don't know. I'm speechless. I mean, this team is unreal. Like the defense, they don't play to stay in the game. The whole team for that fact. But the defense especially, they don't play to just stay in the game. They play to dominate. And that's exactly what they do, is just dominate. And with Sam Darnold, he's having a career start, the best of his career. And, there was a lot of Sam Darnold haters and doubters, but that got put to the test in this game. We all seen exactly how Darnold is viewed by us Minnesota fans when he went out. And then especially when he came back in. You hear that crowd when Sam Darnold came back in? Oh my God. That was right then and there. It's like, that Sam Darnold is he's our best bet for this year. And a lot of people underestimated him, and he's sticking it to everyone that has said that. He is not a fluke, man. His 4 touchdowns. And I'm pretty sure there's some stat out there that I heard. Something to do with he's only the 3rd quarterback to have 3 touchdowns or something per game, or 8 touchdowns in the first 3 games, something like that. He's in the company of Kurt Warner and Matthew Stafford, and that's it. I wish I could remember exactly what the stat was, but and both of those players, Kurt Warner and Matthew Stafford, the year that they did that, they both went to the Super Bowl. Hey, I'm not going to go that far, but I mean, if you follow in the footsteps of those guys, hey, it's going to look like a nice season here, Vikings fans. Woo-hoo. And then, last year, we saw this at the end of this game. Jefferson was kind of not really involved at the end of the game. And, last year when Jefferson was hurt, it sucked. But there's a silver lining, and I didn't notice it until now. We learned how to play without Justin Jefferson last year. And that is the silver lining between that. And, at the end of the game, we don't have to call on just one player. We figured it out, how to play without him. And that is helping us this year. So, even though it sucked, I'm kind of glad that we were playing without Justin Jefferson last year, because, like I said, we learned how to play without him. So, I mean, it's just looking good right now. I just knock on wood. Just Grenard had a hell of a day against his former team. 3 sacks on CJ Stroud. This team is just, I can't put it into words. I just can't. Everyone, and I mean everyone, wrote us off and doubted us. And you know what? They still are going to continue that, even as 3-0. But you know what? That's all right, because we're used to it. Keep writing us off. Keep doubting us. We're just going to show you, that, hey, we're for real. I know it is early in the year, and I don't want to get too hyped up because of our past. But, everyone is always against the Vikings, and rightfully so, just because of their past. But, I mean, I don't know. This year, it feels different. It just does. I mean, I know a lot of people probably say that every year. Oh, this feels different. This feels different. But I don't think I've seen this dominant of a Vikings team since I've been watching the Vikings. So I don't know. It really feels different. And just like I do every win, I will play the locker room speech from Kevin O'Connell. So get it up here, and here we go.
I don't know if I've been more proud of a football team from a standpoint of what we talked about last night you guys coming to life. All right? We won the turnover battle. We ran for more yards than they did. All right, we kept the chunks off the tape. You guys forcing turnovers defensively. You know what this is starting to feel like? A team that believes every time we take the field, we're going to win a football game. And when adversity hits, we're going to figure it out together. All right? Feels real to me, fellas. It feels real. You guys know I wouldn't lie to you. I started out training camp saying I would never, ever lie to you guys. And I can tell you right now, we are capable of absolutely anything that is out in front of us right now. We are capable of stacking it all together, leaning in with one another. And special is going to happen to this football team. We had a few former Texans. I want to just highlight Blake Cashman. Shaq Griffin. Big Dave Questenberry steps in on a 3rd and short, and I call a run right behind him. We got 3 guys that are going to get game balls today. All right, 3 of them. The first guy went out and was an absolute monster all game. 3 sacks, 4 tackles. This guy stepped in right here like we've expected him to do from day one. When called upon, we knew that Kamu would go out there with 3 tackles, 2 passes defended, and a 9 interception. I said 3 Texans, right? Guys that used to be in Houston. All right, this guy, nobody ever says his name, never gets a pat on the back, but all he does is take care of us, and we're so lucky to have him, Mr. Mike Parsons. All right, all this guy did, all right, trusted him to go get me that last 8 yards. He got me 10. Aaron Jones, 19 carries, 102 yards. That's what he does right there. All right, and the last one right here. All right, 17 to 28, 181, 4 touchdowns. It wasn't even close. Make no mistake about it. It was not close. Who led their team today and who made the plays he had to make? Leaning on him all year long, Sammy Darnold.
I love playing with y'all, man. Hey, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning, man. Here we go. Vikes on 3. 1, 2, 3. Vikes!
Man. Awesome. You know, even KOC feels it, you know. We just think that we can win every time we hit that field, and it just feels great. You know, us Vikings fans, we're on a high right now, and, you know, we don't want to come down. So let's keep this rolling. We got a border battle this coming week against the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love will probably be back. We're playing in Lambeau. It ain't going to be really cold, which is nice. I like when we go to Lambeau early on in the season. So that'll be nice. Let's keep this rolling. Let's go to 4-0. And, yeah, subscribe, share the show, and we'll see you in the next one. Skol, baby.
Yeah.